So a very disappointing game weekend for Kansas State fans as the football team headed down to Waco, Texas to compete against the Baylor Bears. The Bears unranked for this point in the season. Kansas State #1 in the BCS poll, but of course, Kansas State fell in a 52-24 loss, and it was such a disappointment. But you know what? Despite all the faults that Kansas State had this weekend and all those injuries and so many setbacks that they faced, I still think there are 10 great reasons why the Wildcats are #1. Number 10, the ranking. It's likely that Kansas State, with even one loss for the season and potentially two, will likely be a top 10 team, if not a top 5 team for the season. We'll find out come Sunday night if Kansas State will still be in top 5, but I think they will. The Cats have done an amazing job when it comes to football. They really know how to lay things down, and you know what? As an underdog, and let's just admit it, ESPN and Fox Sports analysts, they have not been friendly to this Wildcat team at all this season, looking for every single excuse to nitpick. Well, I guess Kansas State finally gave them a reason to do so, but you know what? They're still good. Number 9, the tradition. This Kansas State football team has the potential of going 11-1 this season. Beyond that, ever since 1993, the Kansas State football team has had a near 75% winning record, and that's including the Ron Prince era. Number 8, the players are classy. I've never met a more determined and focused group of individuals when it comes to any sort of thing in my life. I've met these guys a few times this season, and boy, this team is just so humble. They're so confident, yet they work on being a team, and they really put their faith in everything they do on that field. And when you hear them talk about how they make their plays in the game, and yes, it sounds simple, one game at a time, they really put their best foot forward, but these guys are electric. I mean, come on, look at the season that they've had, and look at the odds that have been pegged against them. They're #1. Number 7, they're dedicated, they're excited, they're the best in the Big 12. K-State is still likely to pull an 11-1 record this season, and that will put them at the top of the Big 12, plus they'll still get a chance to get a BCS bid. Number 6, and while this may have nothing to do with football, it certainly has everything to do with the fans. Down in Aggieville, it's really the black hole, the hub for sports fans, and I think that's what makes K-State great. They have all sorts of places where people can go and cheer on those Wildcats to another victory. Number 5, the color purple. Purple pride is everywhere down in Manhattan, Kansas, and you know what? Purple is the color of royalty. That's right, Prince William. Number 4, emo. Every man a Wildcat, baby. We have the most loyal fans in the world, and we have Eric Stonestreet. Booyah! Number 3, Bill Snyder. Dude, he's a legend. Man loves football, lack of sleep, good people, and everything Pinocchio. Seriously, Pinocchio. Plus, the guy has a highway and a football stadium named after him. I mean, who has that? Plus, he's not Ron Prince. Number 2, Colin Klein. I mean, we know he's like the Heisman hopeful and he's the front runner and everything, but that guy has really led this team into a whole other direction. He is faithful. He's one of the best players within the Big 12, if not the country. And let's just say, he's pretty badass. Heisman. And number 1, and the top reason why Kansas State is still #1, it's not KU. The Kansas State football team has been electric this season, and while they may have one loss on their record, these guys have gone above and beyond, and we should all be proud to be Wildcats. So you haters can say anything you want, whether you're an analyst or just a football fan, Kansas State, regardless of any of the statistics, of any of the formulas you've seen out there, they are among the best. They put wins on that scoreboard, and they show true dedication and drive to being among the elite. This team, one of the best in the country, and I don't care what that BCS or the AP or the coaches poll say, because this team, again, so great, so devoted, so dedicated. They are amazing, and I am proud to be a Wildcat fan. I am proud to be an alumna of Kansas State University, and I can't wait to see how this football team will turn out for the rest of the season. Follow me on Twitter at Annette Lawless. Ema! And yes, I have Invisalign.